Hi everybody and welcome to Fauxropter. My name's John Dutton.
And my name's Bobbie Gaucher.
And today is a very, very important episode. It's our Christmas episode.
Wait, it's our holiday episode.
I'm so sorry. Should we start again?
No, it's fine.
Okay. All right. It's a holiday episode because actually it doesn't matter what you are celebrating. There's always time for...
snacks.
Okay, so we are here today with a special guest, Bobbie Gaucher, who is the one snack expert that we have found who would come in for an interview on Fauxropter. I think it's fair to say that this word was Bobbie's choice.
We have had a little anticipation. We've had hundreds of emails requesting this.
From you?
Hundreds.
Good job. Well, I guess somebody's read them.
I've read all of them.
And each time you were convinced, right? You're like, yeah, we should
every
do
time.
That. Yeah, let's do snacks.
We have a list of words, and every time I look at it, I try and sneak snacks on there.
And eventually I said, you know what? It's the holidays. 'Tis the season to snack.
Let's talk about snacks, baby.
So let's do that.
Okay, let's hit it.
I am not a person who eats snacks much.
Which is insane. It seems unhealthy to me.
And apparently, Bobbie is a person who eats snacks.
I don't think I have actual meals most of the time.
Which doesn't sound very healthy to me.
I hear that, like herd chef, thank you. But snacks, they just keep you going. Like, in the morning, I have an apple every morning. That's a snack.
Okay.
And
an
then,
apple's a reasonable snack.
Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to think, because at work, all I do is snacks. I have apples, I have carrots and hummus, cucumbers in the afternoon. With salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Snack.
Those sound like pretty healthy snacks, though.
Snacks don't have to be unhealthy.
That's
this
what
is
I
a
wasn't
common misconception.
Right, okay, so explain to the world.
No, I don't
how
have to. You can.
Healthy snacking works.
What do you have for snacks, John?
If ever, for some reason, I'm a little bit hungry.
Actually, feeling snacky?
Okay, sorry, let me use the correct vocabulary here, since that's what this show's all about. So, yes, when I want to have a snack, I will tend to have a prune or an apricot.
Or fruit and nuts.
Or I'll throw some fruit and nuts in my mouth. The kind of thing, and then eat them. The kind of thing that late fall, I was in Berlin briefly on a little holiday, and I bought some fruit and nuts to snack on. Literally this exact purpose, right? Snacking.
And when you went to France in the summer, you bought fruit and nuts just for snacking.
Oh, it's true. Yes.
You had a giant bag.
Me and my daughter did have a giant bag that we carried around with us the whole time. But in Germany, the point of this little anecdote was that it's called Studentenfutter. And that means student fodder.
Oh.
Right. It's basically students are just animals and this is what they eat because they can't afford or
Well, call me an animal because I'm on board.
And I can remember many years ago into Switzerland and bringing some of that stuff with me. And this was German Switzerland. And they called it Vogelfutter, which means birdseed, basically. Right? So, I'm a little triggered. I got to be honest with you.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to go this way, this episode.
You're having flashbacks.
I'm having flashbacks. I feel the need to maybe snack. Okay. But I would like to know... Look, come on. You don't only eat healthy snacks. Okay, so Bobbie's now doing the emoji of covering her mouth when she laughs and now covering her entire face.
Okay, I don't only have healthy snacks. So I'm not the healthiest eater on the planet. I don't eat great. But especially as a grown woman who has to take care of herself all by herself, it's exhausting. I figured out a way to sneak healthy snacks in throughout the day.
Oh, between the other snacks?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So that I have the liberty.
Right.
Life, liberty.
Pursuit of Snackiness.
Exactly. Now you're understanding.
This is the Bobbie Declaration of Independence right there.
Welcome to the snack experience.
Mm.
I try and eat healthy throughout the day so that at nighttime, I love watching TV. And my ideal evening is watching TV with good snacks. And especially...
Sorry to interrupt, but what are these good snacks?
I'm going to explain
You're
what the good
dancing around
snacks
this
are.
quite a lot.
Oh, I understand. I'm trying to build up snack anticipation.
Right.
Okay, so back to what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
When you go home after work, you watch TV. I think about it all day. What am I going to watch? What snacks am I going to have?
Mm-hmm.
There's requirements. And if I can, especially on a Friday night, like I have time to stop and pick up snacks from multiple locations, because I have no shame in driving to different grocery stores to get different snacks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I can pair my snacks with what I'm watching so that I'm eating chips at the same time they're eating chips and it's the same brand, I will.
And would you say that snacking is a major contributor to climate change?
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right. So
Snacking
carry on
is
your
probably
story about driving to all these different stores.
It's the only reason we have world peace. It's snacks.
Oh, okay. That's a different way of putting it.
Absolutely. It keeps everybody docile.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
For snacks, I need a variety. I need 2 to 3 snacks.
Yeah.
Minimum. Pretty much every day.
Yeah.
One has to be salty, one has to be sweet.
Right.
But the ratio of salty to sweet, like I'm eating 95% salty.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very end, I'll have something sweet. And then after that, I picked this up from my dad when I was a kid. If I have something chocolatey, I then have to go have a piece of cheese.
No. Okay,
like,
I wasn't expecting that.
To balance everything out.
Right, right. And the cheese still counts as a snack.
Absolutely.
It's just like you mean you slice off a bit of cheddar or something?
No, it's way worse than that. I go and I rip off a piece of cheddar from a brick of cheese.
Oh, you just like bend it till it breaks.
Yeah, till it breaks.
And eat that.
My mom used to get so upset when we were kids because she would wake up in the morning and she would go to grab the cheese and she'd be like, "Who did this? Is there a mouse in this house?" So there's been a little bit of
history.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I live by myself, so it's fine for me to do it.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, but you've still not really answered the question.
I don't want to tell you what snacks I have. So... What do you mean?
What I'm specifically getting at here with my probing questions.
No, I think you should just ask direct
questions. Because this is a definite... a snacks... This is
but you have to ask the categories.
This is an investigative snack exploration category.
Oh.
Category, sweet. What snacks?
No, so you can't just hit sweet. You have to hit
chocolate.
Chocolate bar, cookie, or like actual baked good.
There are multitudes, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, chocolate bar. What chocolate bar is a snack? Because to me, a chocolate bar is something that lasts weeks.
Right. I forgot. No, chocolate bars are meant to be eaten in one shot.
Such as?
Kit Kat, #1 chocolate bar. Not a question.
Okay, but when I say chocolate, that to me is a chocolate like candy. You know what I mean? It's not like a chocolate bar to me is a big slab of chocolate.
That's dumb.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm a snack neophyte.
No, you're from stupid Britain.
No, I don't think that's anything to do with it.
What do you call a corner store in Britain?
A shop?
Okay, so if you go down to the shop...
No, they call it a newsagent.
So you go down to the newsagent, and you pop in to buy yourself a lolly.
Okay.
That's a snack.
Like an ice lolly?
Definitely. Popsicle snacks.
Okay, a popsicle, right.
Oh, that's the other category of sweets.
Yeah.
Is you're going to have to go for frozen.
Okay, but carry on, because we're still talking about chocolate bars right now.
So, I disagree. I think a chocolate bar is like anything you go to a cash in a store. Oh, this is a perfect example. Anything at the checkout is a snack. Anything. Because they're trying to get you to snack on your way home.
Okay, that's true, but I'm not asking that. I'm asking, what's a chocolate bar?
It's a bar of chocolate.
I think it's a bar of chocolate, but Kit Kat has wafer.
Oh.
This is what you don't seem to be.
So you don't think like a Mars bar is a chocolate bar then?
I don't, but I'm not the expert here.
There's no candy in it. Wafer is not candy.
Well, there isn't a Mars bar. It's just pure. It's nougat and caramel in the middle.
Yeah, but that's all in chocolate.
I could be wrong here. I don't know.
But candy
I'm trying to learn.
Like candy is gummies or hard candy or like it's the most processed thing you can have.
Maybe there's listeners in England going, John, what are you talking about? Shut up. Of course it's a chocolate bar. Mars, sure. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Or Kit Kat. So I could be completely wrong. It's just in my world, a chocolate bar is a bar of chocolate. And those other things are candy bars.
I hear you. I just disagree with the term candy bar.
Oh, okay. And of course, nobody in England would say that anyway, so that's a bit irrelevant.
So the only thing I could think of as like a quote-unquote candy bar would be Skittles.
That's not a bar. Skittles.
Exactly. But it comes in like...
Those are candies. Those little sweets,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I also forgot about candies in my category.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think it was exhaustive. I felt like there were many more dimensions to this you hadn't even begun to explore yet. Yeah.
But the base is like you need a salt, you need a sweet.
Got that.
Okay, so I'm going to rip through the sweets. Here
go
we
on
go.
then. Yeah.
Chocolate bar, Kit Kat. Not a question. Candy, it's the Haribo cherries. They're perfection.
Yeah.
Cookies. This is a debate because I go back and forth a lot.
Cookies are a classic snack.
Yeah, they're the best snack. And 3 cookies, perfect amount of cookies.
With milk or without?
Disgusting.
Okay.
Obviously without milk. Disgusting.
Well, kids would
You want to
argue.
talk about global warming? There's your problem.
Is it really?
It's the cow.
It's the milk with the cookies. Okay.
Yeah. Santa's...
It's not the cooking of the cookies.
No.
Okay.
That's fine. Or like the distributing of the cookies. That's also fine. As a kid, my favorite cookies were the shortbread cookies that have chocolate underneath and zebra stripes. So if I want to hit a nostalgic snack.
Is that, sorry, are you talking about, that's not a Nanaimo bar, is it?
No.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to imagine what
No, they're circle cookies. They have a hole in the middle.
Oh.
They're shortbread, but they have a chocolate like base and then they have chocolate on top.
I think I know, yeah. Like a sort of finger.
No, they're circle cookies.
Oh, circle cookies.
With a hole in the middle.
Oh, I thought you meant cylinder. Okay. This is very technical now, but okay.
So
I didn't know we were going to get into Euclidean mathematics.
Absolutely.
Forms here.
A very important part of snacking. So that would be like my nostalgic like go-to if I'm feeling sad and I want to feel like I'm a kid again or I miss my parents, I'll have those cookies.
Okay. If
I just want to hit like a good super sweet cookie, we're going to do a Whippet, but dark chocolate.
Okay.
Here's the explicit part. That shit fucks.
Okay, so got to remember to tick the explicit box when publishing. Carry on.
Ice cream, cookies and cream. Ooh, but even better.
Sorry, what? Wait, cookies and cream?
Yeah.
What's cookies and cream? Oh, that's a flavor of ice cream.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so it's confusing snack lingo for me.
And then if you want to one-up it, you can do cookies and cream ice cream sandwiches.
And where does cookie dough come into this picture?
Cookie dough is just the apex of snacks. You want to feel like you're at a 14-year-old slumber party, hanging out with your best friends, watching Lord of the Rings for the 9th time? Hit up some cookie dough.
And are you talking about cookie dough ice cream or cookie dough now?
Oh, I'm talking about cookie dough.
Okay.
That is like the height of all snacks. Cookie dough and whipped cream, they're obviously like severely unhealthy. My dad used to tell me I would get worms if I ate them.
True.
I don't think it's true. I don't think so. I think like dads had a convention. So at this dad convention, I'm positive that everybody stood around and went, we got to tell these kids that they can't eat cookie dough. Because, do you know what Cool Whip is? Yeah,
it's like a spray can of fake cream that you do directly into your mouth when you're very sad.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Right.
I used to do that a lot.
Okay.
I was sad in a past life. Do you feel good with the sweet categories?
I guess. I mean, who knows? I could have extra questions. Where does, for example, here's an example I think you're going to react negatively to. Where does licorice fit into this?
Licorice falls into the candy.
Okay.
Right? I don't see a debate here.
I don't want it to sound like I'm some sort of jet setter, but on the way to Germany, I was in Holland. I bought there, they have salty licorice. It's a big deal. In fact, the lady at the cash warned me how salty it was and then tried to upsell me on even saltier. So I didn't really know what the point of that was.
That sounds amazing.
That's good.
Yeah. And then there's different categories of licorice. Like if I'm going to pick only a licorice to go with, it's going to be pull and peel, baby. Like a la Wayne's World, they have it at the top of the car and they can pull out the pull and peel licorice.
Oh.
That's my dream car.
Right.
Black licorice, disgusting.
Licorice. Okay, but I'm talking about black licorice.
I know you are, but I'm talking about the really sweet cherry licorice.
Yeah. I see. I even forget that exists, right? Sorry. Ooh, you should have seen that look, everybody.
You forget it exists. Come on. So yeah, that would go into candy for sure.
Okay, fine. So maybe we are done with sweet, candy-ish snacks for now.
Yeah.
But what other sweet snacks would there be that aren't candy? Or cookies, because we did cookies.
Cakes. Cupcakes.
Okay, obviously.
Brownies.
Right.
donuts. Oof.
Pastry. In other words, basically pastry type. Cake pastries.
Mm-hmm. Like, probably out of all of that, cannolis.
There's a whole cannoli copia of pastries to choose from.
I'm not laughing at that. I won't do it.
Okay.
So salty.
Okay, we're moving on now. That's it? Okay.
Well, we can't
I don't know.
just
You're the expert. You tell me. Is there more? Are there more sweet?
There's probably more sweets. Like, fruits count as a sweet snack.
No, but I'm talking... Look, we covered the healthy ones. We're only talking about the unhealthy ones
Thank
now.
you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
This really is my dream episode.
I know. We're heading towards making an hour-long episode right now. Yeah. So might as well just
Happy holidays. Enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
Kick it back.
People have nothing else to do during their holidays.
Oh, I assume not.
Than lie around too full or half drunk or something and listen to podcasts.
And have snacks.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should seek a sponsor for this episode. I feel like between recording and broadcasting, we should get some.
We could probably get like my mom on
local
board.
Snack company like your mum.
Yeah, she makes a lot of cookies.
There you go.
Like we have a cupboard for about a month before Christmas that my mom just makes cookies and puts them up there, and then tells you you're not allowed to touch them.
Okay, so I should write an ad, a 30-second host read ad for the end.
For Chris's cookies.
Chris's cookies. Okay, note to self, carry on.
So now we're going to hit up salty.
Mm-hmm.
Right away, chips.
Obvi.
Categories of chips, so you got to break those down. Because, like, are we talking Lay's? Waste of time. Are we talking Miss Vicky's? You can talk about that for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Doritos, so many levels, so many layers.
True. Pringles. Sorry, where do Pringles fit in? Because they're notoriously Moorish. Like, they literally sell themselves on, you can't stop. You need more.
So, if you have to sell yourself on that you can't stop, it means people can.
Oh, interesting, eh?
Yeah. Also, Pringles aren't really a chip. It's potatoes, like, smushed together, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
Until I was with one of my best friends. We went to a cottage, and I was in charge of snacks. So I brought 5 different types of Pringles. I brought pretzels. I brought 3 different dips. I brought peanut M&Ms, regular M&Ms, and caramel M&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
And more, but I can't remember what else. And when I got up, and I started taking all this, I brought popcorn too.
Mm-hmm.
I brought 3 different types of popcorn.
And popcorn falls obviously into salty and sweet.
But caramel popcorn's disgusting.
No, but lots of people like that. I like it. Anyway, go on. What happened at the cottage? Was the cottage big enough?
For all the snacks? Barely. It was a really nice cottage. But I pull out everything, and right away my friend goes, I don't like Pringles. And I was like, well, what do you mean you don't like Pringles? They're chips. And she's like, no, not chips. So technically they fall in a different category. Best Pringle, Buffalo Ranch. Not a question, hands down.
Okay. I mean, I know what your friend was talking about. Like, they're not sort of natural. Like they're made by Procter & Gamble, I think, right?
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of sort of like a whiff of chemicals about them.
That's the whiff that I like to go towards. I like to lean into.
Yeah, and you could say the same thing about Doritos, right?
Ugh.
Like, what is that stuff on them? Right?
I don't know.
Right.
And I want more of it.
Exactly.
I have a really well-balanced diet. During the day, I have healthy food. But
that's only 8 hours of the day.
Also, like, I have snacks in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a whole bag of chips. Like, I understand that a lot of people, like, if you open a bag of chips, have to have all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to have the entire bag.
Right. And you're making me realize now, like, I'm claiming to be some sort of snack newbie or moron, but,
you snack.
I combine apart from the snacks that have previously been mentioned, the sort of healthy ones, the fruit and nuts, I do combine my snacks into one specific occasion, which is...
Tell the people.
Tuesday evenings, a.k.a. Doctor Who screenings, or other shows when there's no more Doctor Who, where me and my friend, shout out, Peter, we will have a minimum of 4 different bowls of what we call crisps.
Yeah. Because
he's also from England. And the goal is to really have a sort of exquisite variety there.
It's so fun.
It is fun, and yeah, I mean, it is part of the experience, I have to admit. So that, you know, I get that part of it. And
Also,
but it's barely, to me, it's barely snacking. I just like eat less for dinner. It's just part of my dinner.
same. I will have a healthy dinner on purpose and I'll eat all of it. I know it's not the exact same what you just said, but I'll eat like an entire head of broccoli so that I can have 20 Cool Ranch Doritos after dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best. And I also put my chips in bowls and like limit it and make good, smart choices.
Right.
Would you be opposed to mixing all your varieties of chips into one bowl?
I feel like in the past we've gone the big bowl route.
I love that we're having a serious talk about snacks.
When we used to have a third British person watching Doctor Who, who's now moved away from the city. It's interesting to not know what you're going to get if you like don't look, because obviously once you're a connoisseur, a crisp connoisseur, you do know. And, you know, some people can tell by touch.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
If you touch a Miss Vicky's chip, even versus like the name brand, I could do it.
Yeah, but I still, personally, I prefer to have them separate. Like it's separate and equal. You know, that's like in politics, that's perhaps not the best way of going. But for crisps, it's fantastic.
So I know that I just introduced you to one of my favorite chips, which you can only get overseas normally, the curry chip.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was from France. It was oddly, I didn't even know they made crisps.
I know. Who knew?
I had no idea. And curry. That too.
Brilliant.
Who knew? And they were very tasty, yummy, and Peter agreed.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
So that brings a new element to our snack conversation. What's your favorite international snack?
So by international snack, you're not including Britain, are you? Because to me, it's not international.
Yeah, it's not. No.
Right. So it's not Canadian, not British, not even American, right? Like something from far.
Absolutely American. They have some good, weird snacks.
Oh, okay. Although I don't know. You've asked. Okay, this is how listeners know that Fauxropter is truly unscripted in life, because I haven't got the faintest idea.
Okay, you can sit on it.
But, well, I could sit on, I mean, like right now, I still have plenty of those Dutch salty licorice candies. So that's currently kind of a favorite. But the thing is, your definition of snacks is a little wider than mine. So I'd have to sort of like...
You got to open your mind, man.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, because it's international, I can't get it. But for example, in France, oddly, right, I just realized, licorice ice cream in the south of France, they kind of specialize in these gelato type ice creams that are super perfumed and flavorful. My daughter loved like rose petal or something. And yeah, I had licorice ice cream, which I'd never really considered, and it was amazing, but I can't like get that here. So I'll keep thinking, but right now that's the answer. I seem to be a bit of a licorice freak when people are going to listen to this.
Well,
you know, but there's like snacks I like that I never eat would be, say, but you can get them in Montreal, but like Jaffa cakes, for example. Those are an English thing. But that's not your definition of international, so I'll have to think about it. Would
you consider your weird mince pie thing a snack?
No, a mince pie is not a snack. It's a pudding. It's a dessert. It's a pie. It's in the name. But
so like I would consider like a slice of pie at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. That's a snack.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never done that. But like, so...
You've never had pie in the afternoon?
No. Internet, you know, I could say papadum. Like, if you count that as being...
Nobody knows what that is.
Lots of people know what papadums are. I'm sorry. But like, pretty much anybody who's ever eaten in an Indian restaurant, plus the billion people in India know what a papadum is. Yeah, it's like a giant crisp.
Okay, thank you.
Right? So... That is a sort of snack that's international, except I don't actually do that. I could just buy some, I guess.
I snack on samosas.
Oh, samosas is a good example. Yeah.
Like, especially when Dad's Bagels was still open, I used to just constantly have samosas in the house for snacking.
Yeah. See, like, in the house, no, but I've, like, samosas and empanadas and what in England you would call pasties are basically the same thing.
I know.
Slightly different ways of cooking, slightly different fillings. Well, the fillings you can do whatever, actually. Slightly different sizes. But it's the same basic idea. And those are kind of snacks, aren't they?
I love when you can call
They're
something
a filled pastry snack. Yeah. But not like a mince pie. Well, you know what, though? Traditional mince pies at Christmas are snacks. Sorry. You're right. Like, they're not, like, part of a meal. They are a thing you eat between meals. Okay. All right.
I'm loving how this is going.
All right. Yeah, well, luckily I'm in charge of the editing, so we'll see.
We'll see what makes it in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other salty snacks.
Nuts?
No.
So, yeah, you're not into nuts, right? But I definitely consider, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this.
No, I don't disagree.
Nuts are a very common snack. I mean, if you bar nuts, is a total thing that if you're in a bar and there's some sitting there, it's hard not to snack on them.
The spicy peanuts or whatever.
Yeah. Roasted peanuts, spicy peanuts.
Yeah. Almonds.
Any of that.
Chocolate-covered almonds.
Yeah, any of that stuff. I like glossettes, but like... But it's no. My problem isn't really with the definition. It's with the habit. Like I don't have a habit of doing that. But yes, if I have it in front of me, I will snack.
100% disagree with you. I have hung out with you, and you snack.
When?
You snack like a mofo too.
I don't think I do.
You are probably hypoglycemic and like go see someone to talk about it.
Okay. Thanks for that diagnosis. Carry on.
I've seen you in the mornings if we watch soccer together, and I've seen you eat like apricots or whatever, or plums, prunes, right?
Dried plums are prunes.
Yeah, I was close. Or like a handful of fruit and nuts. Or like I've gone for walks with you and you're like, oh, I just have to like have a quick bite. And a quick bite is a snack.
To tide me over.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you're snacking.
But that's...
In the afternoon? Afternoon you is difficult.
I don't really snack that much. Like honestly, I don't.
You snack before dinner.
I barely do. I mean, that's part of dinner. Like if you're making dinner and you throw a couple of mouthfuls of, if you have a couple of like like tortilla chips and hummus, you pop them in your mouth.
That's a snack.
That's not a snack.
Oh, it's absolutely a snack.
That's an hors d'oeuvre.
No, it's a snack.
No, because there's not enough time difference between that.
Snacking has no temporal realm.
Okay. Well, this is part of the this is literally why Fauxropter exists.
For this stuff.
To get to the root of all this stuff.
And then you have chocolate or candy in the evening.
Oh, I sometimes have a piece of chocolate.
Snack.
In the evening as a dessert. I would look at it more. So you're talking about hors d'oeuvres and desserts now. That's what you're talking about. Like if you're in a restaurant, you wouldn't call that a snack.
But you're not in a restaurant. You're at home snacking.
I don't think
You're
so.
also not sitting at the dinner table for either of these two things.
I often am, though. You're just not there. No. Yeah.
When you're making dinner and you're having chips and hummus, you're sitting at the table every time you go to have a...
No, I'm making dinner.
Exactly. So you are standing up. Therefore, you are snacking. When you have a piece of chocolate or a licorice all sort in the evening, do you go back to the dinner table to make it an official dessert like you would in a restaurant?
Sometimes. Sometimes I've not left the table because I'm doing other things at the table. So I don't know. I don't think that the snack police would get me on this.
I'm going to call them on you.
Okay.
I can't think of any more stupid salty snacks. Popcorn, delicious, the best. I grew up on popcorn. I could eat it forever. I eat popcorn one at a time.
Oh yeah, that I agree with, and that's how I eat crisps too.
Mm-hmm.
So
movie popcorn is the height. Going to the movies is the height of all snacking.
Yeah, it's a bit deadly, isn't it? Because the portions are so big.
I know. It's just the one place where you don't have to control your snacking. So I go to the movies alone a lot.
But I'm always worried about spoiling my appetite, though.
You don't have to worry.
For real dinner.
You don't have to have real dinner. You're a grown-up.
Well, I think that's being a grown-up is having real dinner.
So this is where we disagree.
We'll do grown-up in another episode.
Yeah. No, like if I'm going to the movies, like an afternoon movie or an evening movie, I won't have dinner because I know I'm going to have a medium bag of popcorn, a large iced tea without ice. I'm also going to have nachos with 2 cheeses. And then I'm going to sneak a bag of candy in so that when the salt becomes too imbalanced, I can have some candy.
Okay, you figured this out. This is like those extreme dudes who measure everything that they eat so that they live forever, right? You're sort of measuring everything, aren't you, in this snackiverse? I
guess so. I don't love that I just admitted what I eat at the movies by myself, but it's kind of the happiest. Like, it makes me so happy to go and do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't finish everything, but the idea of having more snacks than you can humanly finish is iconic.
Yeah, that it bothers me though, leaving stuff, right?
Well, I bring my popcorn home.
Yeah. Can we just do, unless you have more to say about that, can we do like a sort of rapid fire thing where I throw food things, foodstuffs out there, and you tell me yes, snack, yes, no, kind of thing, right?
Shoot.
Okay, gum.
Not a snack. Come on.
Okay, Tic Tacs.
Not a snack.
Okay. I didn't know it was going to get so heated so quickly. Okay, fine. Let's see now. A slice of pizza.
So, at the very beginning of the episode, I almost said that I was having a slice of pizza as a snack. So 100%, of course, yes. Cold pizza, even more of a snack.
But even like a giant slice that you get like what they used to call like dollar pizza kind of thing, back before inflation.
Snack?
Yeah, that's a snack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What about a bagel?
Ooh, that's a good snack.
It's pretty filling. You don't find that's like a lunch?
No, you could have a bagel as lunch.
Yeah.
But you could also just like pop a bagel in.
Okay.
Bagel with butter, definite snack. Bagel with cream cheese, meh. But like if it's something you're going to pick up to like carry on with what you're doing and just have a bagel as a bite. Snack.
Okay. Olives.
Yeah, snack.
Yeah. And gherkins, which you call dill pickles.
Snack.
Obvious snack, right? Yeah, sorry.
One of my
Silly me.
favorite childhood snacks. My dad used to cut up cheese. We would have saltine crackers, and he would also cut up dill pickles, which when I was a kid I didn't like. But he would put it all on the same plate so you could get the dill pickle juice all over your cheese and crackers. So perfect snack. And the other element that we've forgotten to talk about is having somebody bring you a snack. If somebody makes you just a little like afternoon snack, they're like, oh, here, like I brought you a bowl of chips or I brought you this. There's no better love in the world than that.
I don't know. It's like, it doesn't happen to me.
Do you want me to start bringing you snacks?
I guess so. Just show up at my work with a snack.
Yeah, bring you a snack.
Yeah. Do I have any other snack ideas?
I have questions for you.
Oh, go on.
What about yogurt?
Actually, I feel like yogurt it could count as a snack. Now, I tend to have yogurt with my lunch anyway, like that, and it's definitely not a snack then because it's just part of
your lunch.
Yeah, like a sandwich, and then it's like the desserty part of my lunch.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was a little bit hungry between meals, which I do concur counts as a snack.
That's snack territory.
Yeah. Having some yogurt I tend to have like plain with a bit of honey on it. Like that absolutely I think does count as a snack.
Okay. What do you pack your kids for lunch as snacks?
Well,
there's literally a part of the day at school where you're supposed to have a snack.
Yeah, I mean it's varied over the years, and one of my kids is too old for that now anyway. I mean, it's basic. Oh, let me think now. Oh, good question. Because it's like kind of like right now, it's basically just healthy stuff. It's fruit.
Yeah.
It's some sort of fruit.
Healthy snacks are also good snacks.
Yeah. I mean, it'll either be like a clementine, like a small orange, or grapes.
Are clementines small oranges, or are they different?
They're like a subspecies of
What about
citrus
tangerines?
fruit. There are different subspecies.
But they're not the same thing.
Of oranges. No, absolutely not the same thing. Tangerines are round and clementines are kind of like squish shape,
Yeah, like a disc.
A sort of disky fat disc. But they also have one thing that they like cheese strings would be one. Those things you peel. Kids
Perfect
love
snack.
those. Or the squeezy. They have like those. I guess they're made from like the leftover bits of fruit like they couldn't sell. So some company buys these up and then they make like squeezy things with like strawberry in or something. So it's made from like 100% real fruit. But they had to mush it up. So it ends up like applesauce, exactly. Yeah, applesauce is a pretty good example, right? Of
snack?
Of a snack, whether it be for a kid or not, right?
Mm-hmm. I think we nailed it.
Did we?
I think
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yeah. I have one more snack that like it just needs an honorable mention because I will never single out one snack as being the best snack.
Right. It's like choosing your favorite child. How could you?
I would say it's probably
when
more
you have like
important
1,000
than that.
children, even then.
Yeah, and everybody, they're not all equal. I'm not going to say that, but everybody has their place.
Mm-hmm.
Every single snack.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple snacks that I just want to give a quick shout out to.
Yeah.
Number 1, Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, we always have Ruffles or whatever variety, like just plain chips and French onion dip.
Okay.
And it's sour cream and like a pack of that gross French onion.
Yeah, this sounds gross.
Soup.
Mm.
But when we used to go to Christmas Eve when I was a kid, my aunt would always make it. And there's something special about like you only had it on that day. So I love it. And like you can see any member of my family when it comes out at any party. We can't stop. We're like, I gotta go have that. 5-layer dip. It's really close to getting the best snack. It's always good.
Sorry, what? 5-layer dip?
We're gonna go have 5-layer dip right now. It's refried beans, sour cream, salsa, and guacamole, and then cheese on top. And you dip a couple Tostitos or tortilla chips in there. Playing with fire.
I guess, yeah, it sounds like.
It's really good, too.
Sorry, I know you're in the middle of some shout-out, snack-outs, but you mentioned soup. Is soup a snack?
Can be.
Can be, yeah.
Absolutely can be.
Yeah. Even if it's not in a cup? Even if it's a whole bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think the very, center of what snacking is if you need something right now on the go.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like, I'm just gonna grab a quick bowl of soup. Oh, I used to have a job, which was good. I worked at one of my friend's salad places, and they used to make fun of me because throughout the day, you have a staff meal, so you're allowed to have a salad throughout the day. I'm not a huge salad person, so instead I would build a snack bowl, which eventually made it onto the menu. And it would start in the morning, start opening, and I would get this little bowl, and I'd be like, I'm going to put some broccoli in there. And I would snack on broccoli. And the definition that I gave my snack bowl versus the salad that I ended up eating at the end of the day with whatever is left over and I put rice in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the snack you can eat with your hands and just kind of grab and pop it in your mouth and keep going on. And it became a snack bowl as soon as I needed a fork.
Oh, I see. So, sorry, were you finished with the shout-outs?
Probably not, but I don't think I'd ever finish, so it's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, have a snack and think about it.
Oh, we're going to have 5-layer dip.
Okay, cool. All right. So I hope that people are A, still listening, and B, are now hungry or have stopped the podcast or carried on listening to get snacks if they needed to halfway through. And I guess happy holidays and thank you for listening.
Thanks for sticking around, hanging out with us all the time.
Yeah. And if you liked this episode, let us know or let the podcast gods know, and let us know what your favorite snacks are.
I would love to know what everybody's favorite snacks are. Also, it would mean a lot personally to me if you like this episode. Please reach out. I worked for so long to get this on the roster, and I'm very proud of it. And I think I did snacks justice.
I think you did too, honestly. And I've learned a lot today, so that's the goal here, everybody. All right.
The real goal here is you can snack if you want to.
Yes.
You could leave your snacks behind.
True.
But if your friends don't snack, then they're no friends of mine.
Yes. Is that by Men Without Snacks?
Oh, you know them?
Yeah, oddly, the singer, he used to babysit my kid's mom. Yeah, in Westmount.
It's weird.
Yeah. All right. So, yes, everybody, thanks for listening. And have a wonderful holiday time. Our next episode is a year in review, or in our case, I guess around half a year in review.
Yeah.
Because we started in the summer.
We'll review it, and if you have any comments about any of our episodes, please hit us up at fauxropter@gmail.com, on Twitter, or anywhere else you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, maybe not Twitter. I don't know. The jury's out on that one.
Right.
We don't know.
I kind of keep forgetting.
Yeah, not in our good books these days. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.